Go ahead.
I am a very competitive person by nature, so I thought coming in I was going to be really competitive in the challenges, and I wasn't. So I went more towards relationships, and I got very lucky that there was kind of some groups in my alliance or in my tribe, and I was kind of like the outsider, so I was able to kind of get in and make some relationships, and then we merged and we were 5-5, and I think that was kind of the deciding factor. And unfortunately something happened, and I felt that I was on the bottom, and I felt that my only move to move forward, even if it was a couple places ahead, was to flip. And I think that that was a play that could have cost me a lot of votes, and I still think that it moved me forward, and it put me here. But I did piss off some people. But I think that I was trying to play the game and trying to play it as respectfully as possible. I don't think I really blatantly lied to a lot of people. I was true to what I believed in and what I wanted. I was very honest with my tribe about who my relationships were, and I tried to use those as our advantages. At one point it didn't work anymore, and so I had to kind of leave that group and go with a different group. But solely that was for me and my game. So I do apologize for leaving that group. I think that I did play well. I won the last challenge, I only won. But I think that I played a good game and respectful, and I hope I win. I'm competitive, so I want to win.
So, I came in because Jason needed an extra person, and this is last summer, as everyone was signing up and Jason was recruiting up people from the lake, from our cottage. I was like, no way, absolutely not. That's not my cup of tea. I don't even go to workshops or conferences for work because I get so nervous in social situations. And so they kind of guilted me into coming, and I thought I was going to be the first one voted out. Absolutely. I told my husband, I'll probably call you tonight. I'll talk to you later tonight because I'm going to be gone. This is not my. And then we get here, and we split up into tribes, and my sister's not on my tribe. And I thought, now I'm definitely going home first. And then I fall on the way down and in the mud, and I'm like, great, I'm not good. So one thing that I think that I did that was is I didn't say that Mindy was my sister. I don't know when everyone knew that or when they found out. I know that Mindy's tribe did know that. I didn't say anything. And the other thing that I didn't tell my tribe that I thought would put me at a disadvantage was the fact that Molly is not just someone from the game. Molly was in my wedding. I introduced Molly to her fiance. And I don't know, we didn't plan to pretend like we didn't know each other. It just seemed like no one knew that. And so we just kept it up. No one put us together in that way, and so I thought that was my best play.
I'll give you guys an opportunity now to ask questions, comment.
I think Matt likes to go first.
I would actually prefer to
Oh,
not go first.
Okay,
No.
that is great.
I'll go first.
There you go. Molly's elected to go first.
I'll go first.
There's no special order. Just
Okay, so selfishly, I don't know if it has anything to do with anybody else's opinion, but I would like to know if that memory challenge goes a different way and Miranda does not win,
Miranda's gone. In my mind, Miranda's gone.
what would you have done? Because I understand like sister, but I also understand that I honestly believe that if I would have made it to final 3 or final 2,
You would have won.
I would have won.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
looking at it at that, if I'm you, maybe I bring Miranda and not me. So if you would have won, and it's
In
hard
my
to
mind,
say that
I tell
really right
myself
now.
that you had. I tell myself that I wouldn't have voted you out. I didn't have to make that decision, I guess, but
That's what you.
you would have won. Hands down, you would have beaten me. I'm pretty sure of that.
But you would have
I think
voted
that,
off Miranda and not me.
I think so, yes.
Mindy?
Truly messed up with the challenge, and I didn't.
So it wasn't on like,
no,
you weren't like,
no. I think I truly was just jittery and shaking, and I don't know why. I didn't do it strategically. That's just. But I felt relief because then I was like, now maybe you were gonna go, so then maybe then I could win.
I'll go. Had it not been for your alliance and say our alliance, do you think you guys would have made it to the end?
No. If
Just
we
as far
had,
as your gameplay, do you
as
think
much as
without
it
any
killed
help-
me that Matt went out with the Jenga challenge, we win the Jenga challenge, Mindy goes home.
Yeah.
And you guys would not have kept me. You guys would have voted me out. I'm pretty sure of that.
I felt as though I had made connections, but I still was at the bottom-ish of my tribe. So I was nervous, and even though just trying to play a game, you still read people, and so I felt that I had made some really good connections and possibly could move forward. And if we had lost, I was ready to pitch and to move forward and make really good plays. Luckily, it happened and the way things were.
So each of you played a really good game, and congratulations for being here. What is your defining moment? What moment stands out to you like, this is why I'm here?
So, honestly, when it wasn't necessarily the Andrea vote, it was the Matt vote. I knew that you guys were going to play an idol, and I wanted to stick with, that was I needed to make a play and make them trust me, and so at the very end, I told Molly that 2 people needed to vote for you as opposed to putting them all on Peter, because it was going to come down and you were going to go home. But I'm sorry. But I felt like that was my play, that I showed that I could play the game. And was willing to make some sacrifices to move my game forward. Just me, my game.
That's
I'm thinking. I think probably one of my best plays was the talking to David last night. I was really nervous. I thought that the 3 of them were solid, and I was scared going into the tribal council first thing this morning. And we threw things around, talked, and I told David I was solid and that we were together. And I was afraid that when he played that idol this morning that the vote was for me. And I think that conversation last night was maybe part of the reason why it went to Tanya and not to me.
I'll go.
Okay.
Mindy.
I know. I know.
We got along great right from the beginning, and I thought we were going to go pretty far together. I was pretty convinced that we were going to. You expressed a lot of emotion. There were tears frequently, and then the ease in which you switched made you seem disingenuous, and then add to that constant apology. There's this contradiction in you where you say you're this cutthroat player and you're playing the game and then always apologizing for it. So I'm just. Do you think you just fell into these situations that you think were good game moves, or did you actually make the game?
This is not normal to like make connections and then vote people out. It wasn't strategic for me to stay with, when we had split, even when Andrea was gone, it wasn't strategic to stay with the 4. They had just the numbers, and so numbers strategically, even if we had made it out of that one vote and David had gone, it still would have been, it still wouldn't have been in our favor. So I think I talked to you after the votes, and I apologized because not to be strategic or not to sound disingenuous or to manipulate you, I truly liked you. And it just wasn't in my game to continue where we were at that moment to stay with you. I think I made plays. I think I tried to figure out. I was on the right side of almost every single vote. I wasn't unsure or blindsided by any of them. I think I knew where everybody's kind of was and played my game best that I could.
What do you think that you will take away from this, and maybe is there anything that you learned or that you figured out that is going to go back after the game?
It was a really big learning experience. This was really hard for me personally to do, just to put myself out there. So I can do that, and if I want to, I can go to situations like that where I don't know anyone, and hopefully I can continue with that. I'm hoping.
So much respect for my sister because I know that this was hard for her. But I think that I learned that you can't just smile at everybody all the time. You have to kind of be serious sometimes, and that's harder for me. So to move forward, to not always just be happy and smile.
I do have a second part if I can ask
Okay.
that. Is there anything because you both are moms, is there anything in the game with how you played that you wouldn't want your kids to either know or see, or is there any way that you played that you're I hope they don't, you know what I mean?
At the point where they're the age that they're at right now, I hope they don't see that I swore so much. But later on, I think that I played a good game that they would respect, so I don't have any major things that I would be nervous for them to watch, because it's a game.
This is a great question.
My kids are a little bit older, 6 and 8. They will be watching the YouTube videos with me, and I don't think that I did anything that they would be upset with.
All right, this question, I guess, will be for both of you guys at the same time. But towards Mindy first, with the game that your sister played, knowing that she was at the bottom, feeling that type of way, with the power players that were in the game all throughout on both sides at the merge, she had to have done something and had played some kind of a real good game in order to get herself. Because personally, I don't think she just got dragged. She played an awesome game of staying on the right side of the vote. So why would you take her to the final, knowing that you could have had a guaranteed win? I mean, if it was me,
No.
I wouldn't bring somebody who played a game like that, you know what I mean, to the last two with me.
We're super competitive, so I really just want to beat her. Yeah, I think it would. I also wanted to show that I had a game, that I wasn't just trying to bring people that I could win. I wanted to win. I wanted to play the game and win.
So your move that you had, you think that for the jury supersedes the total gameplay that she had to play in order to get where she is right now?
I think I played well.
I was just a question. No, I mean you can
So
explain
say that one
yourself.
more time, because I don't know if I answered it right.
Like her gameplay that she had to play throughout the whole game. Do you think that your one move and what you had to do after the merge supersedes that to give you the money over she had to play the game the whole time?
So you don't think I played the game the whole time? You just I
Well,
think
you said that you were at the bottom and you were
I was on the right side of all the votes. I knew who was going home, and I helped make those decisions. It wasn't just people coming to me and telling me.
Mhm.
So I think I played
Right, you were in charge of it? You were on the good side of it. When Betsy just had to go with what she had to go with because she had to make sure that she stayed where she needed to be.
Other than Molly, who I had that previous connection, my number one alliance was Matt, who unfortunately we lost Jenga, and I sat down there and I didn't want to put his name down at all. Because I told him, I promised him I would never vote him out. And I knew that if I didn't put his name down, then that if I put someone else's name down, that I wasn't going to be trustworthy going into the merge with you guys. And I thought the merge was coming, and so I voted him.
Okay. Matt.
Just a statement for Betsy. I totally appreciate where you're coming from, feeling how you do about social situations and coming and putting yourself out here. And I relate to that story 100%. And I give you credit for being where you are and out surviving all of us in the jury. So congratulations. Congratulations to you too, Mindy. I feel a lot more comfortable with what I've heard so far than I did a lot earlier. So I'm going to give you a ton of credit. And I am still mad.
I know.
But don't worry about it because it is a game and I appreciate the way that you explained it. There's one point that I just want to clarify, and it's a question. A couple of nights ago, on our original tribe, you said you had no poker face, like you have trouble lying.
Yeah.
And so the next day, when you were visibly upset over Andrea making a mistake, and feeling that you were at the bottom of our alliance, which you weren't, by the way,
Felt so much like I was, but go ahead, sorry.
your reaction to that was tearing up, and you were obviously flustered, and we tried to reassure you over and over again.
Yes.
Maybe I just misread your reaction. Were you really lying to our faces?
No, what I felt was like oh shit, now I need to do something because I can't do 5-5. I didn't feel safe. And now I need to go against what I had originally said to you guys. So it wasn't disingenuous, I don't think.
I wanted you to own it and say, yes, you totally lied to me. And I wanted.
When we came back, we did. I did lie to you. When you said, are we still good? Are we still good? And I lied then. I had to play a game. And I didn't think I was going to make it very far with you guys.
My whole thing is the moves. I believe Betsy, she definitely had to make moves from the start of the game all the way through. She got Mindy in with us in order to get as far as she did. Mindy only had to make one move. Betsy had to make moves throughout. I give Betsy all the props. I'm giving Betsy the money. I think she did it. She definitely outplayed and she did a wonderful job in my eyes. She did a great job.
So I just want to say you played a way better game than I thought you did, and I thought you convinced me at the jury because you did, and congratulations. And I'm also very, very happy that someone from our original tribe is going to win this game.
This is for the win, not to be voted off.
Right, to win.
I vote for Betsy to win this Survivor. The best part about you, Mindy, was when we decided to form an alliance, was that you said that you could bring Betsy into our alliance, and it looks like she brought you into theirs. She did a much better job bringing you and incorporating you into her alliance than you did bringing her into ours. You didn't do that.
I really wasn't even sure coming into this. Like, I'm making my mind up now. I think you both played a great game.
Okay. I love you both. And I think you both made mistakes, as did we all. Thought you both made good game plays. Tough choice, but the edge just goes to Mindy a little bit. So my vote is for Mindy.
I'll read the votes. First vote, Betsy. Next vote, Mindy. Next vote, Betsy. Next vote, Mindy. Next vote, Mindy. Next vote. And winner.
Good job.
Good game. Congratulations.
Mindy.
Congratulations. Good job.
First.
Get your hands on that money. $500.
Good job. You earned it.
Great job, everybody. Thank you to everybody.
Okay, nobody can hear you. How do you feel?
So awesome! I'm so excited. I didn't think I was gonna win. I thought Betsy might have had it, but I'm just happy. I'm just so happy. So just thank you so much for this whole experience. It's been amazing. The challenges were really hard and so different, and I'm so excited that I got to be part of it.
job.
So, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
So just thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.